Hello everybody, well it's definitely been a while since I've done a video and I apologize for that again, but things have just been very busy. Anyway, I have stopped at a couple restores and I wanted to share my findings with you here and some of the things that I'd like to do with them. So let's do that, I suppose. So this is a box of some items that I've picked up. These things have come from multiple different locations, but let's go ahead and see what's in here. So from one of the restores, I picked up this little bulb outlet adapter. I used to have one of these. It was in much better condition than this one, but I lost it somewhere on a trip. I had a little orange indicator bulb in it, a little GE 7.5 watt, and I don't know where it went. It's just long gone. But I saw this and I was like, ooh, it's the exact same one that I lost, so I had to pick that up. Picked up this little multi-outlet adapter. It had the little neons in it, so that's why I picked it up. They priced it all together, so 50 cents for this whole thing. They don't have like GE logos or anything on them. They just say quarter watt, 125 volt. I have what I assume would be an older version of this that's a little more clear. These are kind of opaque, I guess, but they both work. There we go, nice little neons. So that's cool. Let's see, at the same place I picked up these 3 tubes. They're all the same. It's hard to do it with one hand. They're all GE F4T5 cool white with the little smaller diameter end caps than the more modern ones. But for 25 cents a piece, I can't complain there because these can be used in a lot of different fixtures I have. So that's always nice to find. They're getting a little harder to find in stores, so set those over there. Well, this came from the same place. They had a bunch of these, but they weren't all Phillips inside. This one is though. This one is. And it has the wonderful Phillips design. I don't have a 5 watt version of one of these. I have, of course, pretty sure I have a 7 watt. Yeah, I do. 7 all the way up to 13, but I don't have a 5. So that's nice to have. So that's all from that place. Now these 2 things I got a long time ago out of a recycle bin. This had a CFL in it. It didn't work, but I knew this adapter was still good, so I saved that. And I saw this in the CFL bin. Obviously there's no way to tell if it's good or not, but it's a black light bulb. I believe it's used in an insect attractor, you know, like one of those insect things that puts the end to it, to themselves. So that's what that is. I'll have to try to power it up sometime. It's probably 9 watt, just judging by the size of it. We'll see if it works. Okay, now all this stuff here is from the same restore. I picked up this lamp holder, this older designed Leviton with their style of chain. I don't know if they do that anymore with the little plastic ends. I believe they're a little different design than this nowadays. But this is on sale, so I got it for way less than $3. But brand new in box. It's got the pull chain. But I picked it up because I have a project idea for that, which goes along with this. I just cleaned this up. It was a little dirty. I got this at the restore too. It was $2, but I wanted it because it's plastic, PVC. And I wanted this because it's also, well, it's a harder plastic, but it's all plastic. And what I want to do with it is make it into a 12 volt light socket to use within my work vehicle at work. So I have a cord I need to get for it, but that'll be a video putting that thing together. I have a 12 volt CFL bulb I found a long time ago that'll work well with this, and then I'll put some magnets on the back here and it'll magnet to the vehicle. That'll work really good in the back to find parts better. But at the same restore I picked up a bunch of these. They were also on sale, but they do a colored tag sale at this place. And I took the tag off of one of them so I could share it with you. It's a Robertson Transformer Company 13 watt twin tube ballast. So for 13 watt PL bulbs, there's 7 of them here, and I decided to pick them up because you may remember in a separate video on the main channel I found that R40 bulb adapter for PL bulbs, and it used a remote ballast, so I was like, oh cool, I'll pick one of these up and make a fixture into what that originally was. And then I found more, so I decided to pick up all of them because I have absolutely way too many 13 watt PL bulbs, and this is good. So many projects can be done with these. I'm hoping that they're quiet. They are Class P rated. I don't remember what the ratings were off the top of my head, but they are encased, unlike the ones that are open, so hopefully that'll be much better too. Let's see. Oh, this is something that I haven't shared. I picked this up at the Restore. I think it's $5, brand new. It's still brand new. I haven't even wired it up, but I did take it apart because, as you can see, it's 277 volt. Well, that's absolutely useless. But I've never seen a 277 volt, I don't know, it's right in front of me and I couldn't think of it, ballast that is a single tap. So I got it hoping it would have 120 volt tap, and sure enough it does. So I opened it up, wired it up for 120, and that's as far as I got. I want to make a video of this thing and turn it on. It came with a bulb. It's brand new. Very, very cool. You can see where it originally was sent to there. And then, of course, ended up at a Restore. I don't know why you'd buy it and not use it, but pretty cool find. Let me see. I don't see anything else around here that is... oh, I know where some more stuff is. Okay, here we go. I got these things now here on the table. So let's talk about this one because I forgot to include it with this stuff. I picked this up the same place as some of this other stuff. It's a very nice Lampy fixture. It's got one of the very high quality ballasts inside. I took it apart to look. Somebody put an aquarium bulb in it, so it's not the original bulb, but it definitely works and it's nice and quiet. So they had a sale on this thing too. It has a back plate from, I want to say, a GE fixture, and I don't know why they put it on here. They must have put it on here so it was easier to mount for them or something, but kind of ridiculous if you ask me. The switch is a little bit sunken in, but it does work, and the cord is missing the ground pin, but other than that, the fixture works, and it's nice and quiet, so that'll be a nice project. I really like Lampys when I find them in good condition. Sometimes they're really beat up. This one was pretty good, so I decided to pick it up. Okay, on to a different Restore. Picked this wall pack up for $1. And being Lights of America, that's about as maximum that it's worth. Because this thing is just as heavy as, like, air. So this is a 50 watt high pressure sodium version. I always thought this was the most interesting out of their offerings because it has an electronic ballast for the 50 watt high pressure sodium bulb. Now I have a brand new one of these, a video on my channel a long time ago, that I got on clearance from the Home Depot. But this one's obviously older. You can also tell by the older logo here on the front. There should be a photo cell underneath that. You can kind of see it in there. It's with a green cover. But the older ones came with frosted or coated high pressure sodium bulbs. So I bet this is the original bulb in there. So that's pretty cool. I've seen fluorescent ones at the Restore before, but I really like the high pressure sodium version much better. This thing is super light. It weighs like nothing. Hopefully it works. I mean, it's $1, so really not out anything. Okay, so I've seen this before at a Restore, and I decided to pick it up. I don't know if they just recently reduced the price or what, but that was like $3. It's in a really good package, so let's do it. So it's a new old stock Osram 15 watt CFL flood bulb, brand new in box. Very cool stuff. These are some high quality stuff. It's even in a bag. So, I also picked up yet another one of these. Yes, I found a third one at that same restore that I got the other two at. I didn't see it there before, so I don't know if they had it in the back or something, and then brought it out after I got the other two, but I had to pick it up. It matches the other two, and knowing the quality of the other ones, I'm sure this one's the exact same thing. So that's really cool. Brand new in box, another shop light. So where I'd like to put that actually is right in here. Right in this gap here to light up this wall. I'd like to put pictures, posters, random things on this wall. I already got a pin board up. I did put the this thing here, 13 watt PL recessed can light. It's hanging on a hook. You can see there hopefully. I tried to balance it the best I could. Drilled a hole, put an eye bolt in, and it hangs now. So it kind of looks like a miniature low bay fixture because it has the bottom on it. But it's preheat and it's very loud too. The clinking of the starter, that is. It's very quiet once it's in operation. So yes, yep, there's those two. Oh no, my camera's gonna die. Okay, well, there's those things. I'll get the camera charged here and share some more things after that's done. Okay, so the battery's charged again, and we're good to go. What have I done since it's been charging? Well, it's another day, but over here, I decided to put this up here instead of the shop light. This is a dual 13 watt T5 fluorescent under cabinet light. New old stock. I picked it up quite a long time ago actually, and I decided to put it here. Now, as you can see, only half of it is working, and that's because one of the starters is bad. And I don't have any other FS4 starters, so I gotta go pick some up. Which is bad, or not bad, but interesting that I don't have any. I have a bunch of FS5 and FS2, but I don't have any FS4, so gotta go get some. I know where to get some on clearance, so I probably will stop by there. Either way, both sides work, just this side needs a starter. It has a switch on it, and it'll be perfect to light up this wall. So that will work really well. And when this side's on, it lights this up nicely too. So it'll work out good. So that's that. Over here, well actually here's the box for this thing. There's its model, Elco. I had a couple fixtures, or a single version of this actually, from them a very long time ago. And if you look at the very old videos on my main channel, you'll probably find it. But this is what's up there. Brand new old stock. Fantastic little thing. So, what else have I been working on? Well, this is inside the Lights of America wall pack. So this is what's inside. It's an electronic ballast. Look at those heat sinks. Electronic ballast. And there's supposed to be a photocell here, but taking the top off accidentally ripped the photocell off of its wires, as you can see there. And so what I did is I just left them disconnected because that signals the light to stay on. And it just doesn't have a photocell anymore, and it works just fine. If you put the two wires together, it'll force the fixture to turn off. So if you leave them separate like this, I just taped them up individually and then taped them to their post here just to keep them out of the way. It'll just always stay on, which is perfectly fine. And I know that because I tested it, and it works. So here's the bulb that was in there. Lights of America, 50 watt. This is made by Philips. I have some of these bulbs that look exactly like this, minus the extra starting wire inside. My hand keeps getting in the way here. There, you can kind of see it. That helps the bulb start. But these are made by Philips. I have many bulbs exactly like this, 50 watts, same thing, just with a Philips etch. So it works great. What I'm planning on doing now is I took these wires out of their little holders here, And I have a cord right here. And what I'm going to do, which I've done with these other Lights of America ones before, is feed it through the bottom here. There's already gaps and it'll fit in that middle one just fine. And then feed it through around and up and wire it to this, because then it'll have a permanently attached cord and I can use it wherever. So I've been using this toothbrush here to clean the fixture. It was very dusty inside. And it's much better now. This still needs some cleaning, but it's working pretty good just doing it without any liquid, you know, like a cleaner or something. Just brushing it with the toothbrush is working really well. So yeah, that's the ballast inside of a 50-watt Lights of America wall pack. So the next time you see this, I'll have it all wired up, and I suppose it'll be good to go. Here's the couple metal pieces inside that they use for a reflector. There's the specifications. It is an S68. It's nothing special, just a 50-watt ballast. And of course the cover here. So yes, that's that. I have the Lampy apart because I was trying its starter in the other light over there, but obviously it's not the right kind, so it doesn't work. But like I said, just got to pick some up. That's really about it for right here and right now. I guess we'll continue. The Lights of America wall pack is up and running. Well, it's just sitting there, but anyway, it's incredibly quiet, obviously, because it is electronically ballasted. But it's working great, and there it is, all cleaned up. So, moving on to the next thing here, the Lampy. Inside, it has one of these wonderful German-made ballasts. I have another Lampy with one of these in it. I don't remember what the other one has. I have a 15-watt version of the same looking thing, except it doesn't require a lens. Like this one comes with one. It might have this, or it might have a Robertson ballast in it. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Either way, these ballasts are amazing quality. European style. Fantastic. Totally worth the whole fixture. Even if the fixture was banged up and garbage, this is totally worth it. So, I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. The starter that was in here I tried in that lamp over there, so I just got to put it back in here and it'll be good to go. Here's the plant and aquarium light that is in it, so I'll need to obtain the correct kind of bulb. Now, actually, one of the fixtures that I currently have, one of the Lampies that I have on top of the cabinets, has a bulb that would fit in this. And then I put another bulb in that Lampy. So I'll probably end up doing that because a T12 definitely wouldn't fit in here. But we'll get this thing cleaned up and well, we'll see what happens. Here's the Lampy. It's got its signature pink color because of the aquarium bulb. This thing's still on. I suppose we can turn it off. There we go. It's not very bright. This bulb has a lot of hours on it. Like, a lot of hours. Oh my. Well, I guess I shouldn't have put the cover on right away because I'm having a hard time taking it off. So, let me do that. There we go. 2 hands. It's much easier. Yes, lots of end blackening on this tube. Well, not necessarily blackening, but it's definitely had a lot of hours on it. And it's got a slight flicker. Let's see here. Yep, there's your pink color. Anyway, let's give it a whirl here. It's not super blink happy, but it's nice to have it cleaned up. Wonderful. So, we got some things done. We got this all cleaned up, and the Lampy as well. So, this will probably end up above the cabinets with the other Lampies, but I'll need to trade a bulb for it, which is fine. I got these bulbs here, but they're all T12, so they'll fit in the one fixture. There's some warm whites and some Spec 35s or something by Philips. The warm whites are Sylvania, and the others are the Philips, which is what this box originally came with. So, then I'll have a bulb to put in here. I just don't want to buy a bulb brand new at the store. The tax on that stuff out here in Washington is ridiculous. So, nope. I will get one at a restore if I find it, which is the perfect place to find fluorescent and high intensity discharge and bulbs in general, really, because they're so much cheaper than at the store. I mean, I'll get some things at the store if I really need them, like the filament LED bulbs or something specific that I need. But other than that, most of the bulbs I get come from the restore. So, enough talking about that. Here's the fixture one more time. Wonderful. Okay, well, I guess we can clean up this thing and the little neons. I always like having an extra one of these octopuses, is what we used to call them in our family. It's just a multi-outlet device, but it's an octopus because it has more than one plug on it. Of course, the 4-watt tubes. This little guy needs some cleaning. I took the sticker off the front of the package here the best I could to try to keep it nice and clean, because I really like that packaging. The packaging is awesome. I don't remember if I shared, but I wired this back up. I took the wire off of it to use for the Hunter original, but it's wired up again. Thinking it can hang up here somewhere. Not sure if I want to put a heat lamp in it, or something like this. Heat lamp would be nice, out here in the winter when it's cold, and I'm doing something. I suppose in the summer I can just change it out for something else to put in it. But yeah, it might end up above here somewhere for a heat lamp, just to have extra warmth in the winter. That's about it for that stuff. This is our old toaster oven. It needs to be taken apart. It's just old, and it's seen its fair share of time, and I mean, the timer's gone. I had to put a switch on it because I'm too cheap to go buy another one. It works, it's just too old, and I'm tired of cleaning it all the time. So here it is. And here's this thing. I don't know if I ever shared this thing, but here it is. You screw it into a socket. You got your bulb inside, a Cree 4-flow bulb, and you make it decorative. So you can put that in your socket there, make it decorative. I brought it out here thinking I'd want it there, but I haven't decided yet. I'm too much of a fan of PL adapters, but we'll see. Who knows? So yeah, there's that. I suppose this little floodlight can be put together. There's those little 13-watt ballasts are in there. I'm just trying to think of anything else to share. I don't know. We got a mess of things over here, so whatever to that.